Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of Making It Work Cinccino. So for the team, I changed one Pokemon, and that was Landorus. Well, I changed Dragonite out for Landorus, but anyways. So I wanted Landorus because I wanted a Pokemon with Rock Slide. I did like several practice battles, and Rock Slide was a move I really needed. On top of that, I needed a little bit of a faster Pokemon to get off damage, so Choice Scarf was a good move to put on Landorus. Also, I wanted a Pokemon that was Flying type, so it was an air resistance for Mega Lucario, and Landorus just seemed to fit that perfectly. So I decided to try. Decided to try an Adamant 252 attack and speed Landorus, and it's also running Facade because people tend to want to Will-O-Wisp it. So I thought it might be cool to try Facade on this Landorus and see how well it works. Anyways. We're just gonna jump into our first battle of the day. Hoorah! Okay, first opponent of the day has Heatran, Gardevoir, Breloom, Landorus, Therian, Vaporeon, and Honchkrow. So Landorus will do pretty good here. It could spam Earthquake. Honchkrow is the only resistance to that Earthquake. Well, Breloom is, but I mean, it's a Breloom. 106. How much speed investment do I have on that Rotom? I forgot. No speed investment on the Rotom. Okay. So I think a good lead here would be Lucario, Landorus. If they lead with Breloom, I can just do like Rock Slide, Flash Cannon or something, and that makes it so I can knock out Breloom right away. Lucario also deals fairly well with Gardevoir and Heatran. Cinccino will do good here because it can attack the Honchkrow with Rock Blast, Vaporeon with Bullet Seed, and yada yada. No, leading Cinccino Landorus probably wouldn't work out well. Okay. In the back, I'd probably want, so they have water and fire. Rotom Heat, probably not a good idea here. I think Landorus may be a good option. So I send out Lucario, Landorus. They send out their Landorus as well as Breloom. So not a lead I want. Whose attack went down first? I think theirs did. I missed that. So I'm just gonna go for kind of thinking, I mean, they could do Protect Earthquake to try and take out my Lucario. In that case, I may want to just Protect Rock Slide or Protect U-Turn. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Protect and then U-Turn, then Breloom. I could have gone for the Rock Slide idea, but because of the Landorus being out, I don't want to risk getting Earthquaked. They do go for a Mach Punch. Okay, that's kind of scary. And we learned that the Landorus, my opponent's Landorus is not very fast. So I'm gonna send out Cinccino here. They go for U-turn too. U-turns everywhere. Okay, and then they send out Vaporeon. Okay, so I'm going to Breloom, Vaporeon. So they could take out both my Pokemon this turn if I don't switch. I could switch. Mach Punch could possibly knock out Cinccino. I don't know how well Bullet Seed will do against Vaporeon. I don't think Cinccino can really do anything else to Breloom unless it encores it, because Bullet Seed and Rock Blast won't do too much. I'm just gonna switch into Landorus. and then Bullet Seed the Vaporeon. So I switch out Landorus, attack lowers on both Pokemon. They go for the Mach Punch. Crit, but that's okay. Okay, I get Bullet Seed off, doing pretty good amount of damage. Will this knock it out in 5 hits? No, it doesn't look like. It barely holds on. And then it also barely survives. Okay, I'm gonna go for an Earthquake and just protect my Cinccino. Well, they could switch here. So the better play may have been to Rock Slide. I kind of think that's better play. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide here, and then switch my Cinccino into Jellicent. So they're actually switching out. So good call to go for a Rock Slide. Not too much damage, but oh well. Okay, so they have Landorus and Breloom. I'm spacing out today. Sorry, finals. Anyways, they have Landorus and Breloom. Probably Gardevoir in the back, so I want to save my Lucario. I know the Landorus is slower than my Landorus, so that's a good thing for me, so I have the ability to flinch my opponent. They actually sent out Gardevoir. Okay, so I think the best play for me here is just to go for the Rock Slide, and then Ice Beam that Landorus, because they could switch, which wouldn't be very good for me. Jellicent should be able to survive a Hyper Voice. I get Rock Slide off, doing a decent amount of damage to Gardevoir and Landorus. Landorus flinches, fortunately. Gardevoir gets Hyper Voice off, and Landorus barely survives with 1%. Jellicent gets Ice Beam off on Landorus, and down goes Landorus. Okay, so this is not a good position for me because they could go for a Mach Punch on Landorus and knock it out, and then my Jellicent will take a full powered Hyper Voice, and that will knock it out. So one thing I could do here is switch my Jellicent in for Cinccino, lose both of them, and then go for Breloom next turn, take out Breloom, have yeah, not best. So I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide and switch into Cinccino. Okay, they don't go for a Mach Punch. You could have gone for a Mach Punch. I'm very confused. Well, that was actually really bad for me then. Because next turn I could have had Cinccino out and then run amok, but yeah. So I'm going to send out Lucario. I'm gonna switch Jellicent in for Rock Slide? That Breloom's just a big issue here. So I could go for a Rock Slide, hoping for an Air Flinch. They could go for like Hyper Voice or Mach Punch. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide and Flash Cannon the Breloom. Does not Mach Punch does not knock me out, fortunately. I get Rock Slide off, it misses Breloom, but Flash Cannon knocks out Breloom. And Gardevoir flinches again, so I would have lost if they got Hyper Voice off, because it would have knocked out both my Pokemon, and Jellicent would have been able to survive, so that sucks. Okay, so just gonna go for Rock Slide and Flash Cannon. Alright, so we barely get by with a win today. That was a close game. Okay, so we're just gonna jump into a second game now. Yeah, hopefully we do better. Okay, cool. This is a different team. Looks interesting. So my opponent's running a team of Landorus, Tyranitar, Salamence, Rotom Mower, Amoonguss, and Azumarill. So 2 Pokemon weak to fire. Rotom Heat will do pretty good here. Same with Togekiss. Although with the look of this team, it looks like the Tyranitar is Choice Scarfed. I think leading with my Landorus would be good here. So, yeah, Landorus, and then Landorus, Cinccino, Rotom Heat will do good in this game, and then Mega Lucario. Okay, I sent out Landorus, Cinccino, they sent out Amoonguss, Tyranitar. So I get the Intimidate off. That's pretty good for me. Okay, I could go for the Earthquake here, do a lot of damage. Earthquake, switch into Rotom Heat. Though I kind of think they're going to switch one of their Pokemon. So I'm going to switch my Landorus into Rotom Heat and go for a Bullet Seed on Tyranitar. So they do Rage Powder. Why don't people do what I think they're gonna do? And then they go for the Ice Punch. Okay, so it turned out okay. Assuming that Tyranitar's Choice Scarf, it's stuck into Ice Punch now. Although it could not be Choice Scarf. Okay, so my Rotom Heat has Safety Goggles, so I'm actually not affected by Rage Powder. I'm just gonna Thunder Wave and Protect. So they're switching out to Salamence, so that's great for me because I get a Thunder Wave off. So Salamence, Azumarill, okay. Okay, Salamence becomes paralyzed. We now know all 4 Pokemon. All 4 of my opponent's Pokemon are Salamence, Azumarill, Amoonguss, and Tyranitar. Okay, now I think switching back into Landorus here would be good, and then going for, well, I don't want Azumarill to get Belly Drum up. I mean, I could do the Bullet Seed. That may knock it out, although I don't think so. Okay, switching to Landorus here. Because I need to save Rotom Heat to deal with Amoonguss. And then I'm going to go for Bullet Seed onto Azumarill. Okay, Landorus gets the Intimidate off on both Pokemon. Salamence Mega Evolves. Azumarill protects. And it's paralyzed, okay. So right here is good for me because now I can just do Rock Slide and Bullet Seed, and I have a high chance of flinching my opponent now. So they're actually going to switch out into Amoonguss. Salamence takes a decent amount of damage. I get Bullet Seed off, not doing too much to Amoonguss. Flinch, Salamence, flinch. It flinch. Well, it's paralyzed, but anyways. Okay. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide again. And, switch my Cinccino into Rotom Heat, just to put some pressure on. Now Amoonguss takes a little bit of damage, not much. It gets Spore off on my Landorus, not too bad. Salamence isn't really going to do much here, it's paralyzed. I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide and Overheat. Rock Slide, and kind of want to just Thunderbolt Amoonguss, thinking they may switch. because Salamence is kind of just dead weight here. They could switch Amoonguss into something else to save it for later and just let Salamence faint. But they don't. They do something else. So Thunderbolt doing a decent amount of damage. They Spore me. Find out that it's Safety Goggles, so it's not going to do much. I'm going to go for Rock Slide. And Thunderbolt the Azumarill. Okay, Aqua Jet does a decent amount of damage, but I get Rock Slide off. So, doing a little damage, not too much. Thunderbolt knocks out Azumarill. Yay! I don't have to worry about Azumarill. Now I just have to worry about Tyranitar. Okay, so my opponent just forfeit here, so... I mean, there was a chance they could have won. Rotom Heat was pretty much the end of that Amoonguss. So, Safety Goggles on Rotom Heat is really nice. Cinccino did I hit anything super effectively with Cinccino in this game? I don't think so. I just kept hitting Amoonguss. But its ability to flinch the opponent is really nice. And Landorus seems to be doing a lot better than Dragonite because I'm actually using it. So, cool. We came away with 2 wins today. We're at a ranking of 1142. Thank you guys so much for tuning into day 3 of making it work. Cinccino. I'm having speech problems, but thank you for listening through them. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4 of making it work. Cinccino.